Hi everyone, welcome to PYF Presha Yoga Fit and I am Presha. Today's 20-minute session is about strengthening the spine. There are a lot of problems that are related to our posture and that also affect how we feel in the back body. So since we are seated for a long number of hours these days, we do feel weak in the spine and we do tend to have a bad posture, and thus there are a lot of health problems that occur due to that. So it's very important to find ways to strengthen the spine and to thus improve the posture in order to live a healthy life. So roll out your mat and let's get started. Let's begin this session with downward facing dog. Place your hands on the mat, spread the fingers nice and wide, and curling your toes, simply drive your knees and your hips up towards the ceiling. Lift the backs of your thighs up as well. Press nicely through your hands and your feet. With our next inhale, we're going to slowly rock forward to plank. Drawing the belly in and spreading into the shoulder blades. Now the spine and the core is pretty much related, so it's pretty evident that we have to strengthen the core as well in order to strengthen the spine. So during today's practice, you will see that we do some drills to strengthen the core as well. Now soften your knees down with an exhale and slowly go all the way down onto the chest and the belly. Untuck your toes. And now with the next inhale, we're going to lift first the fingers, actually the hands, an inch or so off the mat. With the next breath in, we're going to lift the forehead and lift the chest up just as you take a cobra, a baby cobra, but you're not going to be using your hands to come into this pose. All that is working right now is your back body to lift you up into this gentle back bend. And this might not feel the most comfortable position. You might feel that you want to come down, but just trust me and hold for another breath here. Now to slowly assist this pose, we're going to bring those hands down, push into the mat and lift up into a nice cobra pose. Good. Exhale, come onto your knees, all fours, curl the toes and lift your knees and hips up. Downward facing dog. Big breath through the nose and open the mouth, exhale, side out. Again, inhale, rock forward to plank. Firing up the core muscles yet again, drawing the belly in and spreading those shoulder blades. This time, we are going to challenge our core a little bit more. So walk your hands one hand distance forward in that plank position. Keep tucking the tailbone down and under, hollowing this shape in the body. And this might feel a little more difficult than that traditional plank position. And now let's bring ourselves into a little bit of more challenge by walking the hands a little bit more forward. Keep drawing the belly in. I'm shaking myself here. Hold for another breath here. With an exhale, we'll bring those elbows, forearms down. Bring the belly down and come into a sphinx pose. Shoulders will roll back. Chest is going to be pushing forward. It's going to be going forward through the gateway of your shoulders. Feel that nice gentle back bend in the sphinx pose. Imagine that you were trying to drag yourself forward on the floor. All right, with an exhale, look down briefly, curl your toes. Again, firing up the core muscles As I mentioned before, strengthening the core muscles is a part of strengthening the spine. So curl your toes, look down for a second, and then lift your knees up and come into a forearm plank. Take another breath, inhale. And with an exhale, come down with your belly. Slide those hands back under the shoulders. Bring the forehead down briefly. Catch your breath. With the next inhale, we're going to lift the hands an inch off the mat. And then we're going to lift the forehead and the chest. So using the back muscles, we are coming into this pose. So we are not using the hands right now. It's the back muscles working in isolation to lift you up in this back bend. Again, a great way to strengthen the back body or the spine. Now, to assist this pose, we are going to gently press down through the hands and lift up into that nice back bend. Then exhale on your knees, curl your toes, and back up into downward facing dog. Big inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale, let it go. All right, let's rock forward or roll forward again to plank. Just as before, we're going to take a small step forward with both the hands. Keep drawing the belly in. Keep the core muscles engaged here. Breathe into the shape. Feel free to just stay here or walk your hands a little more forward, challenging the core again. Now bringing your forearms or your elbows down. With an exhale, bring your belly and your chest down. Good. Coming back into Sphinx pose, rolling the shoulders back and the chest going forward. Now, we're going to take an exhale, look down, curl the toes again. We're going to lift back into that forearm plank, again working on strengthening the core muscles, thus strengthening the back muscles. So back to your forearm plank. This time we're going to add something to this. So curl the toes, lift up into your forearm plank. And from your forearm plank, lift your left foot off the mat. Exhale, bring the foot down, then lift your right foot off the mat. Exhale, bring the right foot down. And then slowly bring the pelvis down, untuck your toes, slide your hands back under your shoulders, bring your forehead down. Lift your hands 1 inch off the mat, and then with the next inhale, you are going to lift your forehead and your chest up. Again, working the back muscles in isolation. And this might not seem like a very big back bend because you're not using your hands. But trust me that you're strengthening your back muscles by lifting up and just using those muscles to come into this back bend. Now to assist the pose, we're going to bring those hands down, press into the mat and lift up. And this might feel pretty good. Good. Exhale all fours, drive the hips up, downward facing dog. Now from downward facing dog, we're going to lift and extend the right leg all the way up to a three-legged dog. And exhale, step the right foot forward. Let's come to the fingertips, lift the chest up first, and inhale, reach the arms up, coming into a high lunge. Now with an exhale, we'll open into this goalpost sign, or we're going to open with the arms, elbows pointing down. The arms are going to come parallel to the floor. You're going to face those palms forward. Again, without any assistance, we're going to take an inhale, keep the spine long, and exhale, twist to the right. Keep lifting the back of your left thigh up. And with an exhale, undo this, step your left foot forward. Inhale, lengthen halfway flat back. And exhale, fold. With the next inhale, we're going to slowly lift the hands up. Take the time to roll the spine up. Once you reach all the way up, inhale, reach your arms up. Interlace all your fingers except for the index finger. Lift the chest up, root down through the feet, and with an exhale, bend to the right. Breathe into the left side of the body. Inhale, come back to center, and then bend to the left. Inhale back to center, and exhale to fold forward, bending into the knees. Hands on the shins, inhale, lengthen, halfway flat back. And with an exhale, we're going to frame the hands down and step back into a downward facing dog. Inhale in down dog. And exhale, rock forward to a plank position. Inhale in this plank. And then slowly step both your hands forward with an exhale coming into a modified plank. Inhale back into this shape. And exhale a little forward with the hands hollowing the body here. Inhale again in this shape. And exhale, bring the forearms down to a forearm plank. Good. Inhale in forearm plank. And exhale, come down with the belly and the thighs. Untuck your toes, roll your shoulders back, and push the chest forward into the Sphinx pose. Inhale in Sphinx. And with an exhale, look down, curl your toes, and lift up into a forearm plank again. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Option to also extend your right arm forward, either on the fingertips or reach the right arm off the mat. Good, come back to center, exhale. Inhale, right leg up and left hand either forward on the fingertips or reach it up. Keep the pelvis, keep the body in the center. Come back to center and exhale all the way down. Untuck your toes, bring your forehead down, slide your hands under your shoulders. All right, with the next inhale, we're going to first lift the hands up. Exhale, stay here where we are. With the next inhale, we're going to lift the forehead and the chest up, taking the back bend. All right, now let's assist this back bend, pressing into the mat with the hands. Inhale, lift up into a full cobra. Exhale, all fours and downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, reach your left leg up with an inhale. And exhale, step the left foot forward. Come onto the fingertips to lift your chest up. And inhale, reach your arms all the way up into a high lunge. Now exhale, bend your elbows, palms facing forward. Using the muscles of your back body, you're going to twist to the left. Well done. Keep lifting the back of your right thigh up. With an exhale, come back to center, frame the hands down. Step the right foot forward and inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. This time, inhale, bend the knees and a nice easy Utkatasana or a chair. Hands to your heart center. Lift your chest up, draw the belly in. Good. Now you're going to take your arms out just that same way as you did in the high lunge. Elbows bent. Inhale, stay here, and exhale, twist to the left. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Again, using the back muscles here to twist, and inhale, come back to center. Exhale to fold, release. Inhale to lengthen halfway. Exhale to bring the fingertips down. Take both the feet back and come back into downward facing dog. Lifting up with the hips, lifting the backs of the thighs up as well. Then we're going to take a breath out or an exhale, rock forward to plank again. Now this time we're going to exhale, go all the way down onto the belly and the chest. Bring the forehead down, briefly. And with the next inhale, we're going to reach both the arms back, both the arms reaching back, and the palms are facing towards your thighs. Inhale, lift your forehead and your chest up. Again, you're using the back body strength to lift up into that back bend. And now, finding assistance in this pose, we are going to take the hands behind us, interlace the fingers, and then lift up a little bit more, squeezing the shoulder blades a little bit, reaching those knuckles down towards the feet. Undo this, plant your hands down, all fours, and exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale, let it go. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Come with the left knee down. First on the fingertips to lift the chest up, then inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, again bend those elbows, palms facing forward. Keep sending the right hip back and the left hip forward. And then with the next breath out, we're going to twist to the right. Nice. Once we twist to the right, we're going to bring ourselves slightly leaning forward and bringing the hands to the heart center, but we're not resting that left elbow on the right thigh. We're just hovering a little bit here. Now from here, lift that left knee up. All of the back body muscles are working here. No assistance with that elbow. Good. Exhale, frame your hand down or hands down and step back to a downward facing dog. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale out through the mouth. Now reaching the right heel down, inhale, sweep the left leg up. And exhale, step your left foot forward. Bring the right knee down, lift your chest up. Inhale, reach your arms up to a low lunge. Exhale, elbows out again. Keep sending the left hip back and the right hip forward. Inhale, stay here, keeping the spine long. And exhale, then twist to the left. Nicely done. Now, we're going to lean slightly towards that front or towards the left knee. And we're going to bring the hands to the heart center. We're not touching the elbow to the knee or to the thigh. We're hovering it. And now using the strength of your legs and your back, you're going to keep that twist going on, and we're going to lift up with that right knee. Still that right elbow is hovering. With an exhale, frame your hands down and step back into downward facing dog. Big breath through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale, let it go. All right, with the next breath, we're going to lift the heels, bend into the knees, gaze forward, and we're going to sit through. So crossing the feet behind the wrists and come into a seated position. Now from here, we're going to come into a few seated twists. So extend and reach your legs first forward on the mat, reaching both your legs forward. Keeping the spine long, reach up with the crown of the head, root down through both your sitting bones. The balls of the feet are lifting up, toes pointing up, heels digging down. Nice. And now we're going to bend into the right knee. We're going to step the right foot across the left knee, bring and place the right big toe down onto the mat. Lifting the chest up first. Now, without again using the hands or pressing, finding resistance with the arm and the elbow and the knee, we're going to use the spine to come into a twist. It's all about strengthening the back body, right? So inhale, reach your arms up. Again, bend your elbows and twist here to the right. And this might not feel like the biggest twist because you're not using your hand here and your right hand back, but trust me, you're working on strengthening the back. Keep that going on. And now assist this twist. Right hand back, reach your left arm first up and then to the outside of your right thigh. And this would feel much better and a much deeper twist. Rooting down through both the sitting bones, lifting the lower back up. Beautiful. Let's come back to center. Extend and reach the left leg forward, bend into the left knee, cross the left foot across the right knee. Lifting the chest up. Inhale, reach your arms up first. Exhale, bend your elbows. Use the back muscles to twist to the left. Take another breath. Inhale through the nose. Stay in this twist. And exhale through the mouth or maybe through the nose itself. Now, to find assistance, we bring the left hand fingertips back. Reach, extend the right arm up with an inhale and exhale then on the outside, that right elbow, right arm outside of the left thigh. Both sitting bones down, rooting into the mat, lifting the lower back up. Nice, and then inhale back to center, reaching both your arms up. Both your legs extended forward and exhale, hands to your heart center. Keep lifting the chest up, spine long. Feel free to bend your knees a little bit if you want to. Again, without using the hands and that assistance, using the back body to fold forward. So inhale, lift and lengthen, and exhale, hinge forward here and come into a fold. And just so slightly bring a little round in the spine, not too much. Keep traveling with the chest forward and come into a seated forward fold. Nicely done. Come back to center. Bring those hands behind you. Shake it off with your legs. And then coming into a cross-legged position, Sukhasana. Concluding the practice here with the hands to the heart center. Bowing and feeling grateful for showing up on the mat and finding time for self-care. Thank you everyone for being a part of this practice. I will see you in the next video soon. Till then, take care. Bye.